Okay, so here, as you can see, I feel like by the images right there, those messages, don't they look like the same thing kind of to you? Right?
Yeah, they do.
It's enlightenment, right? Like, I feel like there's a lot of enlightenment. And like, when I come in, I definitely felt like when you said to me that you were a little bit skeptical, I felt a little bit, yeah, maybe a little skeptical, but I don't think it's so much skeptical as I think you're searching, right? You're searching within, and you're searching for in life you're searching for answers, right? And on many things, and we all are essentially, but I think you're at a different point in your life where you're really trying to get the answers to something. Maybe you don't even know to what, but in a sense that it keeps you looking to different ways to try to get them, right? Whether it be any sort of thing, from tarot readings to maybe Reiki or deeper, even hallucinogen, sort of trying out different things. I know there's some sort of weird, it's not called cat, you guys. Yes, I know what you're trying to say, but you're making me confused. Kiosk, something like that. It's a hallucinogen where you go into the bush essentially, and you take it, and it helps you cleanse yourself, and it's a deep, powerful thing. Shamans use it a lot, but they keep giving me this energy of a detox. I don't know why they're saying that. So maybe you've tried detoxifying, or maybe they want you to detoxify. But I feel like you've used a lot of your inner strengths to get to where you are, and you've used those strengths in a way that brought you to a point where you didn't realize you had that strength until it had to be there, right? But I feel like beyond limitations for you is because that's what you're seeking. You're seeking beyond the new information that's coming to you, like beyond what everybody tells you, everyday things, like the societal norms, what you're supposed to do in society, what you're supposed to be in society, what the world wants you to do, essentially. That's, where did we go there? Pentacles, the Virgo card right out of the gate.
Yeah, she runs strong in me.
Yeah, right out the gate, the Virgo card. That's hilarious. Okay. Some decks we take reversals, some decks we do not. We got the Sun card. Some decks we do not take reversals. So, but this one is a reversal deck. This is a really cool deck because if you look at it, on upside is one version, and then if you reverse it, it's a completely different picture.
That's cool.
And so the person that created them, he put a lot of work into these decks.
They're beautiful.
They're very beautiful cards. And they just, looking at them, some of the imaging is just, it's breathtaking stuff. Spirit wants me to do what? Okay. A 10 card reading, I don't know. 10. So 10s mark endings and new beginnings. So comes completion, also new beginnings. So I like 10. 10 is a good number. Is 10 significant for you for someone?
Maybe.
10 is significant, I feel like, for you somehow. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I feel like it is. Someone's telling me it's significant to you. Okay, so with this deck, I'm going to... This is Tarot of the Heart, so this is going to be talking a little bit about love here. But you can pick them out. Now what I want you to do is take your most dominant hand, and I want you to just to hover over there. And now people are like, I didn't feel anything, I'm waiting for this. So just anything that kind of use your intuition. Draw the card that picks it. Don't look at the card, just hand it to me. And then pick 3, by the way, sorry.
weird that they're kind of from the same spot.
See, and when I did that too, like I legit like just grabbed whatever one.
Like it was a weird vibe. Like it was like almost like a.
It tingles or something.
Yeah.
That's what it should do. But people are like, oh, cool. Guys.
If I could picture it, it would be one of those lights you put your hand on.
Mm-hmm. Right, good. But some people are like,
feeling.
oh, I'm waiting for this sign. It didn't happen. I'm like, Jesus Christ. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to come and hit your head? It's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Jesus. Some people are just, like, the tarot cards, like, you're asking me for your whole life answers. Like, come on. So this one, I want you to pick intuitively what you want. However many cards you want. I think I'm gonna. I think I already know how many I'm picking. See, this is where I test to see my own theories and my own if I'm actually good or not, because I like trying to see how many numbers I'm gonna pick. Oh man, I was like doing a reading. I got the other day I did a reading. I got 7 aces.
My nose is running. I don't understand. It's just like dripping. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm just gonna. Can I go to grab?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kleenex?
No.
So sorry.
That's okay.
Let's go.
So, I'll take this one and this one. I'm just gonna put these by unicorns so I just know, because my mind can't calculate if I've done it or not. Okay, is that what you're gonna pick? Perfect. Why don't you pick the number 3?
For next. For me, but for we were 3 years, 3 months, and 3 days apart in age, so.
Is that where the 10 came from?
No.
Okay, now we'll switch which one. Okay. Okay. I use trippy. Me and my dad have this running joke when anyway, he goes trippy. Anyway, yeah, it's very amusing today. Anyway.
So I have to pick one of
So
those ones?
no,
Okay.
these ones we're gonna start. So basically, this is what we're not all done, but this is what we're gonna do for tarot.
Yep.
And so we are going to start with Queen of Pentacles here. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. But this is the nurturing energy. Upright, she definitely symbolizes giving too much, giving more than you have sometimes. Not knowing when to quit. I feel like with your energy, I'm getting a lot. I'm seeing double H's for some reason. Is that, I don't know why double H's. Are those supposed to be backwards together? Double A. Does that make an M? H, no, that doesn't make an M. Double H, H and H, H and M. Weird. Okay, but with this energy, I feel like I get an overly nurtured energy. So either you were overly nurtured as a kind of like kid, where your mother was kind of like the bubble mother that, you know, was overly nurturing, or that you were the overly nurturing energy to a parent, maybe, right? I feel like a strong symbolizing of a child that's been maybe adulting too early, like a sense of being burdened too early into life. I feel like you definitely had more responsibilities than you were, prepared to handle. And you rise to them, each of the best of your abilities, obviously not always making the best of those choices. But I feel like there's a part of you that's always going for you're always doing it from the right intent, and it's never to maliciously hurt this energy. I feel like there's somebody that you've always been responsible for, always been taken care of. Whoa, there's the World card there. As was literally one of the best cards in the deck. It symbolizes completion in Major Arcana. It shows you a time of coming full circle, essentially. You came through, the lessons and the blessings of life, right? You've battered and bruised, but you've gotten up. And you've raised, you're coming to the cycle where you're going to start to see the completion, the fulfillment, the starting to reap what you've sown, essentially, in terms of getting the good things back to you. Okay, I feel like for some time you felt like this 5 of Cups, your Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here, but this energy is just it's sadness. It's a lot of sadness. It's grief, and essentially carrying too much for too long, being burdened by something here. And as you can see, he's like fighting off those cups, right? Like you've been carrying on a load that is emotionally too much for you to take for some time, and it's this need for you to push it away is repetitive. I feel like you push it away, pull it back in. There's a lot of self-sabotaging energy here, so whether that be within yourself or you got the Sun card, the best card in the deck. It is in reverse, so this is saying to you that is, you can have that bright sunny patch there, but you got to work through the times right now to get there. The fulfillment is yours. You can have the white picket fence, you can have your whole life right ahead of you, but you just got to work through these. I feel like there's some in regards to childhood trauma here, in regards to something. I'm going to see, my guides are giving me something specific, but I'm not going to say that unless I get it in the cards here. We have the Nine of Pentacles, so more earth energy, but it is in reverse. So the Nine of Pentacles in upright, she looks very happy. She's very, filled. It's a time of nurturing, but in reverse, it is opposite, right? She looks exhausted, and it's, I see like a guardian angel kind of slumped over like, my God, this kid's put me through a lot of work. And I feel like your guardian angels are like, man, boy, you have put us through a lot, but we love you and we're always here for you. But child, you've tried us. I'm like, and that's what I get, like, there's somebody like, oh, child, but they love you so much, and they're so proud of you at the same time. I don't feel like they're saying, oh, child, in a bad way. I feel like this is an energy where you know that this person's saying, oh, child, in a good way. Like, they love you, but they're like, they're definitely,
no.
It's like one of those warning, kind of like biting my, oh, child, I love you, and I could beat you at the same time,
That's like my dad.
And I feel like that you went through a lot of that emotionally. I think you're trying to forgive yourself in some ways for something that maybe was left unsaid, or that you maybe didn't realize was left unsaid until recently or after this person was gone. Now you have the Chariot card coming out here for you, so this is great. This is, essentially grabbing the bulls by the horns. Here he has 2 snakes in this one, or 2 dragons in most tarot, but this is essentially the good and the evil of us, right? So this is balancing them both and maintaining your way forward. The vessel that takes us through life, right, and picking the way forward in which you direct yourself. I feel like you've tried to always be a man of integrity, a person of integrity, try to do the right things. Life has not always let you do the right things, right? And we made mistakes along the road, but I think you have carried the weight of your mistakes for too long. I feel like the mistakes were harder on you than the mistakes were on people, right? I feel like they probably let it go way faster than you did, and you're probably still carrying on some of that is like nobody even remembers anymore, or has forgiven or let go of for some time, right? So that's important to acknowledge. And you're an earth sign energy, so you're very grounded. You like to be instability. You like to have the change isn't your real thing, but you're very adaptable, but you don't like to be pushed into being adaptable. You like to be adaptable by choice here. Three of Pentacles, so you're sticking out, your earth energy is coming out strong here. Threes represent a time of creation and unity and like abundance, right? So Pentacles represent money, so I feel like in the future you could get an increase in your financial
situation
and skill set. I feel like there's a skill set that's going to come to you that's maybe not been presented to you before, that's going to give you an opportunity to make money. And I feel like in terms of time frame, I think this is like, I get this 3 months, 3, 3, 3, 3. So there's 4 threes that they're giving me with this 3. So why am I seeing 4 threes? 4 threes. 12. 12 equals 3. 1, 2. Creation. I'll come back to that 3 thing. I know. 5 of Swords here. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Swords represent a very swift, decisive action. They come through with that air energy. So there's a no. I don't know if you've ever known an air sign, but they can be quite
flighty
and cold. Like they can make decisions quite quickly, and that's that energy. But it's a good energy to have in some cases. But this is taking on that energy of the 5 of Swords, where you're kind of like, okay, no, I've been pushed in a corner far too long. I've been my passive, earthly energy for too long, and now I'm sick of you walking on my ground. Okay, now I'm going to make a damn earthquake essentially. And you're starting to accept that you have to have boundaries in life, I think. And for the collective, in a lot of ways, I think people are really starting to accept that it's okay to have boundaries, and it's okay to say no, and it's okay not to be everything to everybody and try to please everybody. And for you, I think you're definitely a people pleaser energy, and it's not a bad thing. Oh, look at the Lovers card is out. So this is Gemini energy, but the Lovers here, this is an interesting duality, because this is signifying a choice has to be made here in terms of love, whether it's in a relationship or whether you're not in a relationship. This is, if you're not in a relationship, I feel like this is saying to you, okay, what do you need to do to get to where you could be in a successful, healthy relationship, where that you are putting yourself out there in a way that is going to attract that right kind of person instead of that typical, energy that isn't successful. So, showing you that to be what you want to attract, right? And I feel like for some time you put more work in than your partner has, always in the relationship where you're giving, and then again, I feel like there's the self-sabotage. So then when that partner starts to give, or someone starts to give, you panic or start to get uncomfortable, and so then you will start to, in little ways, sabotage things. And without realizing you're doing it, and then all of a sudden you got yourself a pickle, right? It could be a reoccurring occurrence here, but I feel like you're coming to terms with that. You're understanding that, okay, I am that way, and what can I do to change that? And when you start to address that, you're going to start to see that relationships will start to incredibly change for you. The 2 of Swords here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. We got like some huge Gemini energy here for you. I don't know if you know a Gemini, involved with Gemini, but maybe you have a Gemini in your chart somewhere. But the 2 of Swords, it's like the sword, she's cutting ties. So this is that, just cutting ties with people that are no longer serving you. But this could also be in terms of a way of thinking, cutting ties with a way of being, person, place, or a thing. But I feel like you're just like, okay, you are not you're not bringing anything to my energy anymore. I have to cut ties. And as hard as it has been in the past to do so, or will be, it's important for you to do so with whatever individual. If these are energy sucking individuals, you have to let them go, because they will just suck you and bleed you dry. There's never, and I keep getting, my guides keep repeating this phrase, so I'm just going to say it. A listening ear is a running mouth. So I don't know really what that's about. So
Chantal?
I not a clue, but
remember what just happened with my friend Chantal?
Yeah.
A listening ear is a running mouth. Watch what you say to who you say it. That's kind of fucked up.
So, but that's what I'm definitely getting at. And then this is a really weird saying, and I don't know why I'm gonna say this, but two can keep it a secret if three are dead.
I like that one, but
Sounds like something somebody would say.
Anyway,
cute.
so the Tower card comes out. So technically, tarot, this is one of the worst cards to get. But it's in reverse. The reason why the Tower happens, okay, so if you can see upright, it's like a crumbling of your tower. There's lightning, people are dying, they're falling off. It's
destruction.
Shit. Yeah, destruction. That's good about it. But I love the Tower in one specific reason. Because, yeah, shit gets real when the tumbling, but guess what? It's what's in the fucking rubble that you can do something
Ruin
with.
is a gift.
And
Ruin
exactly,
is the road to
and when you
transformation.
and just be like, just take it. And I always say, use the stones that everybody's throwing at you to build that empire that you're on, and that's what you're gonna get. So people see the Tower as a really negative energy. I kind of see it as a transformative energy. It sucks in the meantime. Transformation doesn't ever happen easily, and it's never like, I'm a Scorpio. I'm all the sign of death and transformation. All I do is regenerate. Okay, so I get this card way more than anybody else does. So, but it's not always a negative energy. Now you have the Eight of Pentacles, as you can see, that's abundance, right? Lots of abundance. It's having material wealth. It's coming to a state of calm within yourself. The Tower is going to bring everything down, and then that rebuilding is what this is, right? The abundance that comes with it. All of a sudden, it's going to be like that aha moment. I feel like we're just thinking, oh, wait, why have I been doing this for so long, the same path or something? And it's going to change, and all of a sudden, you're going to start to see things little by little improve in ways that you haven't considered ever happening. Look at the Ace of Pentacles right there. What is that in his hand? Money and earth, right? That's you being grounded with money. Your Ace of Pentacles, you're really getting rooted. Aces mark divine intervention as well. So anytime you get an ace, that's ushering in divine power. So that's them coming in to change your path for you. So they'll correct your true trajectory. Since it's a pentacle, you're an earth side energy. It's saying you are on the right path right now. So just keep going in terms of following your heart, following what you believe in. Your guides are like, do what you know you're supposed to do and stop second guessing it. Okay, and there's I feel like it's a female energy that cannot wait anymore, so we're just going to get it out because we're not waiting to these cards because she's very impatient since I got here. So this is a smaller type female energy, I feel like. She's like not smaller. She's kind of trying to stand up to her past this other energy for some reason. She doesn't want to be known as small. So her personality is not small in any stretch. She wants you to know that she's there every day beside you. Every time you think she's not, every time you look to the sky at the moon, she's there. And she wants to know that she's probably proud of you and she really enjoyed your garden this year. And that was something that she thought you did very beautiful at. She's proud of you for what you've done with your brother, and how you've tried and not always made the best choices, she said, but you've tried. And that's more than can be said for a lot. A lot of the others. She wants you to know that when you feel like there's nobody there for you and that you can't, there's nothing to get up and fight for anymore, that's when you gotta gather the strength inside your gut to get up and try harder, right? And she said, because those are the days when they feel like they're gonna break you, but they make you. She wants you to know. And that you have to just keep going one forward. She keeps going one forward, and stop sitting on your ass and expecting the world to come to you, she said. Sorry. And that she loves you. There's a lot of love there, and she just keeps stressing, I love you, and you've done good. Don't be ashamed of anything. She said, don't be ashamed of it, because you don't have to be. We love you, and we love you for who you are. And we're sorry that we weren't able to express our love in the right ways, and we weren't able to express our pride then, because we didn't understand what we understand now. And crossing over has allowed us to have that ability to understand things that weren't, acceptable in society or to people, and it wasn't because we didn't love you, it was because we didn't know how to handle it. And we're sorry for that, and that we love you, and we're proud of who you've become. Whew, okay. There's a masculine energy standing for us. He's quite large, quite larger, and he's got a jolly laugh, it's a jolly laugh, like it kind of reminds me of Santa Claus a little bit. Not trying to say that, but and now he's laughing even more. And he's like old Saint Nick, ha ha ha. That's one for the books. He says, I want you to know you did good, kid. You're doing good, kid. Keep up the hard work. Keep it going. And just be there for him. Whoever him is, I'm not getting out. Just be there for him. And point him in the right direction. Even on the days where you feel like you're failing him, you're doing better than you think you're doing, and you're doing more for him than you could ever imagine, even if he doesn't seem like he appreciates it. I don't know who that's from. The love's there. Just keep going, kid. And I'm sorry for the things that were said out of anger. I didn't mean them. I didn't know how to understand. And I've learned to forgive and understand. And I hope you can too. Okay. We have the Page of Swords.
I'm an emotional bag.
Okay. The Page of Swords in reverse. This is like an upright walking that tightrope of life, right? And I feel like, but she's doing it kind of carefree looking. Like, she doesn't look really stressed. She's got a book in her hand. She's carrying some balloons with some light bulbs on there. She looks like she's got the world by the balls, because she really does. And in reverse, this is saying, okay, you can stop walking on the tightrope with a little bit of an imbalance, right? And stop letting the world imbalance you. Get your tightrope shoes on, start walking it. You've got this, right? And you just have to keep on going with what you believe to be true. Follow your intuition keeps coming up like repetitively, because I feel like you second guess your intuition quite a bit, where you feel like something and you're like, okay, I'm going to do it, and then you're like, oh, but somebody else comes in and they'll say something to you and it'll kind of change your view on something. Your guides want you to know not to do that. Don't let anybody sway your view or impact you from what you believe. Stay true to who you are and what you believe to be true. Even if in the moment or everybody else is opposing it, that will change. They're saying that will change, and you're going to be in the one room where you're going to be looking and you're like, ha, see? And you're going to have that moment. Not that you should be proud or revel in those moments, but you're going to get it. 7 of Wands in reverse. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. As you can see, she's like meditating in her crystal ball, right? In reverse is saying you need to go within. You need to go within and start trying to find a form of meditation. Maybe, color therapy is really good for that, because it gives you a time to kind of think without being pressured to think. Oftentimes when we pressure ourselves to think, we come out with the wrong answers, because we're trying to do something in a form, or we think we have to make a decision one way or the other. Your guides are saying stop making those decisions. If you feel like you're pressured to make a decision, that's when they want you to not make a decision. And that sounds crazy, but they want you to and no matter what happens, the outcome will be for the greatest good. So the no decision will be the outcome, and it will be for the greatest good, they're saying. So just you need to trust in the universe and how the plan's unfolding for you. And just trust that. They keep repetitively trust that. Woohoo! The Wheel of Fortune card, Destiny. This is great. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is karma, good karma coming your way. So it's spinning in your direction. Lady Luck essentially pointed right at you. So if you do gamble or anything like that, this would be a good time to maybe throw $20 into this slot machine, I guess. Would be not advising gambling anyway. But this would be a Luck of Destiny card. It's also the number
10.
Right. So, now I think I figured out what the 10 is for you. It's been a source of luck.
I don't know, maybe unknowingly, maybe.
I think unknowingly it's been a source of luck for you, but in a way that endings weren't tens, endings are tens or endings and new beginnings, right? So technically it would be shown to you as bad luck essentially, but really transmorphing into good luck because it's endings and new beginnings, right? So it might look like 10 is a bad number, but it's morphing into something greater, I feel like. And remember these two cards that came out at the beginning?
Yeah.
Timeless Earth. You're an Earth energy, timeless Earth. I feel like timeless time. I know you keep showing me that all reading I'm getting a clock. Why is the clock? Is there something like significant with the clock? Like I'm seeing like a grandfather clock, like an old grandfather clock that I don't know why it's significant, but I feel like it's a childhood memory or something. But there's a clock, and I hear ding, and I'm hearing it dinging and dinging and dinging, and I see like I'm seeing Christmas time by this clock. There's something very significant with the clock, and I feel like it even created an argument at some point over this clock. So someone's fighting hard for a clock, I feel like, or it's time, and then when they show me Timeless Earth, they're like, hey, someone was really pissed about this clock. I really feel like, but it was a grandfather clock, and they're stressed because I thought it was a grandmother clock at first, and they were very upset that I called it a grandmother clock. So they were like, grandfather clock. There's a difference, and they showed me the difference. So I now know the difference between a grandmother clock and a grandfather clock, and I would have never known that until this reading. So thank you very much. And then stand your ground. Yeah, this is what you need to do. You need to stand up for you, for yourself, for what you believe in. Don't back down to what I feel like they keep saying. Society's putting pressure. So if there are people around you, friends, family, co-workers, whatever is around you that's putting, negative energy on any of your vibes, chuck it in the bucket and wash it, let it go, because they're not meant for you, right? And even if it's family and it's hard to do, you have to separate yourself sometimes, just not forever, but sometimes just in the meantime to let them appreciate you again and appreciate what you brought to the table, essentially. And I feel like my guides are like, someone said to you recently, you don't bring anything to the table. And if that comes up in the next few weeks or months, your answer needs to be, that's because I'm the whole table. Okay?
I like that.
I like that.
So choose wisely. Also, that's 7-7 right out the gate, back to back. This is 7 of Cups energy, water sign energy. Look at the choices there. As you can see, that's many choices coming your way. So in the next few weeks, and I feel like 7 weeks or 7 months, maybe 7 days, but I feel like 7 weeks is really the strong one here. So maybe mark that down 7 weeks from today. And then phone me and let me know. But 7 weeks or 7 days, but let's keep I believe 7. Yeah, 7. I feel like 7 weeks really strongly. But there's going to be some serious choices presented. Ones that you were like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, I didn't even see this opportunity. Like, this wasn't here too. Like, something right out of left field is going to come to you. And you're going to be like, oh, take it. Whatever it is, take it. It's going to have abundance for you. Where you're like, seriously. But there's going to be more than one choice there. So this is what it's saying. When there's 2 choices and one looks like it's too good to be true, take it. Because it's not. Okay, so oftentimes you backed away from those things that are If it seemed like it was too good to be true, like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the safer bet. Don't go with the safer bet. Absolutely go with the one that seems kind of crazy and reckless. I feel like, because your guys like, yeah, to it. Don't be grounded. Take the one that it seems like a path that's not well beaten. This is something for you to do, and you're gonna. It's really, yeah, they're very adamant about it. The Hermit Energy. This is your card in tarot. This is Virgo. It's all about solitude. It's one of the most in-depth cards. As you can see, he's carrying looking at a time. It's all about time, right? So again, the time thing is coming back. But I feel like 10 with time. 10, okay. Marks number 9 card. Huh. Are you born on the 9th?
Mm-hmm.
29th. No, that's not though. There's a 9. There's somebody born at 9 at 9 p.m. What's at 9? 9 date. There's a 9. The 9th on the 9th. On the 9th of your birth month, which is this month or last month, right?
No, it's August. It's kind of a.
You're a cusper, baby.
I'm the 31st.
Oh, so you're the very. Oh, you're a cusp, bro. Essentially, you're in the first week. Interesting.
But maybe I was born in September. My mom can't remember the exact time I was born. But usually you go by your birth certificate, right?
Yeah.
That's very weird. There's a 9. They're showing me a 9, and it's very significant with your birth, but I don't know what it is. 9. I don't know. Think about that and let me know if there's something that comes up. Maybe you're born at 9 p.m. There's, I don't feel like there's 9 people? No. 9. Oh, there was 9 people born at the same time as you. And this is significant in the divine scheme of things, because you're the Virgo sign, number 9. What life path are you? Do you know your life path number? Is it 9? That's fucked up. Sorry about that. So you're life path number 9. Okay, I get it now. So that's a wonderful life path. Okay, so number 9 is one of the most divine numbers. Number 9 actually represents the divine. So if after this, yes, they want me to tell you to watch Nikola Tesla 369 Vortex. Okay. You're going to see something very powerful for that. Let me know what that is, because I'm going to check this out now. I think I'm losing it. The Emperor here, whoa, Aries energy. It's important. Okay, I get it. It's important. Watch the video. It's the reason. They're gonna know that you watched it.
Okay? If you're right beside me all the time.
The Emperor is Aries energy. It's an authoritative energy. It could be a father figure energy, but it's some sort of male authoritative figure in your life. It comes through presently very strong. This could be because you're going to start to take on that role of being more in control of your life, standing up maybe to a father figure in your life. Or there's going to be one that's kind of domineering and pushing his fatherness on you, essentially, through this time. But whatever this is, very authoritative energy coming in this week. That's going to kind of try to smother you, I feel like. Then we have the Moon, Pisces energy. This is illusions. Hermit, the Emperor, and illusions. So I think you need to go into hermit mode because there's illusions around you that's going to be trying to present. Somebody's going to try to pull the wool over your eyes, I feel like, in the next coming. Someone's going to try to just give you a story that you'll probably believe for the most part, but it's just going to be a bullshit story. And this is pay attention to the illusions. Also, there's a full moon coming up next Thursday, I think. That will be a very powerful emotional time for you, where Virgo energy kind of shifts, where when you guys are in a full moon, if you've ever noticed where there's a full moon and you find yourself a little out of sorts, earth energies and their full moon become like basket cases, because they are not used to their dynamics being controlled by a water energy. So it's like, okay, I'm usually grounded and stable. Okay, here comes the water sign emotional energy, and then you'll end up sort of like your brother, where you're all emotional. You're like, oh my god, am I on my period or something? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Mm-hmm.
That's because you're channeling. You're just not used to being ruled by the moon, right? And when we're in a full moon status, that's what it does. It puts everybody in alignment. Plus, we just got out of Mercury retrograde, where Mercury was literally going backwards. So that means you get to go through all your bullshit again, which is not fun for some people. And especially me recently. I really, really hated Mercury retrograde this time. But thankfully only does it once every 7 years.
Right.
So I'm happy for that. Beauty is in the rose. Yeah. I feel like right now this is the time for you to look within. You have to, the rose is beautiful because of its thorns, right? And it's supposed to be, you know, the thorns are there so that people can't pick it, right? Even though humans mask with that, but that was because it was supposed to be the beauty in it, right? We were supposed to be left to see the beauty in everything. Nothing ever is beautiful without becoming a little thorny along the way, right? You're never born completely gorgeous. The most beautiful people are the most scarred people, right? Essentially. And I feel like that's what the rose represents, is somebody that's definitely, it's a beautiful, strong, but delicate flower, right? It can be everything you want it to be, the most beautiful, or it can be crumbling underneath. So that's, beauty is all in the eyes of the beholder. I think it's very important, but I think that beauty, what we see as beautiful changes as we get older, right? Because superficial, some of us never change, but it should change as you get older, and it should evolve into something more powerful and more life meaningful, right? As to oppose genetic looks, right? But I think that here what this is saying is it's number 40. So anything that ends with a 0 shows completion, right? So I feel like when you're coming into this time of enlightenment, it's going to seem a little bit thorny, it's going to seem a little bit yuck, and it's not going to be great, but when you get to the other side, you're going to have this beautiful rose that's going to be like, okay, this was worth it. And then you have movement 29. So this is number 11. It breaks down to 11, and that is the divine sort of enlightening energy. Movement signifies that beautiful white horse they want. You're always on Virgos. You're always kind of steadfast. That's how you get through life. You kind of just, if you can't break, you don't want to fall down, so you just keep going, right? And it's great it's an admirable quality, absolutely, but at some point you have to break a little bit, because you can't just keep going, because eventually it's going to become a big break. And then those are paramount, could be devastating, right? So it's important to allow your step movement forward, keep going, but take some solitude when you need to, so that you're not just becoming a complete wreck one day and just crashing in and making a huge mess emotionally out of your life, and because of you just didn't take the break sooner, right? So be mindful of that. And then you have choices coming out again, so I feel like there's a choice definitely coming. 7 weeks, 4 is 6, there's a 10 there, right there, so that breaks down to another 10. So endings and new beginnings, choices. This is Archangel Michael as well, so it's Archangel protection. So you've definitely got, spirits are guiding you here through this, whatever choice. You can't make the wrong choice here, I feel like, right now. I feel like you're definitely, whatever choice you're going to make is one that's been divinely guided for you. You're not going to be making the wrong choice here, so I don't think you have to fear that at all. Yeah, especially that. I'm going to see what messages from heaven come here for you. And I'm going to let you pick these ones out. Spread them out there.
Just spread them?
Yeah, spread them all out in a circle. Whatever you want to do. I had this client the other day just throw them in there. I'm like, ah! Oh my
That
god!
one kind of strayed. How many do I pick?
Spirit says 7.
7? Holy. 3, 4,
4.
4.
She's like, good job. Good job. Oh, that's cracking up. Okay. So, take control of the situation. We know you can do this. Now, these are the ones I always read them just for the book because this is not meant for me to be directing my view on this. But I never know where they are in the book, so... I think there'd be a table of contents in this one. Probably is. Oh, there's a number on the cards? Oh yeah, number 3. Shit. Sorry. Okay, stay strong. Inside you have everything you need to make it happen. The skills are already yours. Your loved ones are saying, holy shit, stand your ground. You can handle this. We're here to help you. Look what number it is. Holy shit, that's a trip. Like, okay. Just my dad's like, tripping. Okay, Dad. Number 19, try not to worry will bring helpful people into your life. So, sometimes it's hard to see the bigger picture, but our loved ones on the other side have access to more information than we do. They don't want us to get upset because they're finding ways to assist us. We are working hard on your behalf. Help is on its way. 35, someone needs your support. Can you help them? We will guide you. What about a feather too? So if you see a feather weight anywhere, that's a definite indication. Look for signs and synchronicities, by the way, from like your angels or guides in any way. Ask for something before you go to sleep and wait and see for your angels to show it to you. I guess they'll let you know that they are definitely doing that. I thought that said 35. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, I just can't see. Your loved ones in spirit often have a panoramic view of what is happening to the people on this side of life and the most likely outcome based on the current set of circumstances. You're being called into service to assist another being who needs your help. They say, we thank you for assisting and will show you where we need your help. I think you already know where that is. 41, let the animals on earth support you. Feel their unconditional love. Reach out to a waggy dog, a slinky cat, or a vibrant and powerful horse. Animals bring you the right energy for your mental space today. Your loved ones ask that you talk to an animal, bird or fish, or connect with them mentally. If you can, look them in the eye, feel your heart touch a creature of nature, and you will feel the love of each animal reach back to you. Your loved one remind you all God's creatures carry our love. They are a gift to us. And number 8, we have fun and you must enjoy yourself too. They're having fun up there and partying up there. I always wondered if they did that up there. I was like, ask how much. She's like, we're having a great time. Yeah, I'm like, thanks. The end of the physical life is not the end of life. Our loved ones have changed form but continue to exist. And their new life is full of laughter and joy. They're saying to you, we have pleasure watching you laugh and have fun too. Don't stop living your life to the fullest. Trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. Card 16. Yeah. When you look in the mirror, say something nice to yourself. your spirit friends remind you that if you want others to respect you, you have to first begin by respecting yourself. They say love yourself as we love you, totally and unconditionally.
Right.
21. Listen to your inner voice as we try to guide you through your intuition. Holy, is that ever repetitive through the whole darn reading? Intuition. You have a natural psychic ability that helps you make great decisions. You can feel when something is wrong or right, and your body brings you signals deep inside. When you have to make choices, ask yourself, is this right? You'll feel your answer. Your loved ones say we will help you to connect to your own natural intuition. Now, we're going to see what the spirit animals come through for you this week. These are always my favorite cards. I like these ones. Okay. So we have Sandpaper Spirit, be playful in reverse. Spider Spirit, make your dreams real in reverse. Moth Spirit, surrender now in reverse. And Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. Upright.
Hey, Dad. What's up?
We're almost done here. 51.
We're doing a card reading.
So this is saying that right now you need to stop drifting off and chasing waves. Essentially, now is the time for you to engage in yourself and be the person that you're meant to be. Okay, don't chase the mystical wonderlands around it, and just follow yourself. Okay, make your dreams real. You're responsible for your actions, right? You're free. You have free will, free choice in everything that you do, and you can change the outcome by the decisions that you make. Surrender now is like the Hermit card, right? Where you gotta, this and that are true. Where moth to a flame, right? So surrender to the energy of being drawn to the negatives around you, the people that are trying to drag you down. Dream the world into being. Follow your dreams. Follow your heart. You know what's right for you. You know what's, and nothing should guide you away from that. And if you do stay strong with that, you'll be just fine. Okay.
Yeah. That's great. Holy Hannah.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a big reading. It's a huge reading.
Okay.
Yeah.